Yeah, well, I do think that a lot of the players last season was probably their first season in the league. From the jump from the under 21s last season, 1996 to 1998, it's a 2 year cycle. So a lot of the players it's their first season in the league last season, and really it just gives some of the players are playing in the first division, some of them in the Premier, and it gives me a chance to look at them at real close quarters, even if it's only for 3 days. We have to sort of find a compromise with the clubs in that regard, because it's outside the international window, and appreciate all of the clubs making their players available to us in that period, and so over the 3 days it gives you just an opportunity to work with the players and get a picture of their mentality and where they are themselves, and just a closer look.
Those conversations with the clubs that's already happened.
Yeah, with the managers.
And further on then, heading into the qualifiers, obviously some of them will clash with League of Ireland dates. Is there any sense as to a certain amount of League of Ireland players you can have in, or have you free reign to pick whoever you want? If games need to be called off, so be it.
Yeah, well, I think the initial qualifiers really, it's just March is the only game until obviously the opener against Luxembourg, and then the next qualifier is not till September. So it's not. I don't see it as a huge issue.
Stephen, what's the aim heading into this qualifying campaign? I know it's early doors, but is it like a top two finish, like the priority you could say heading into this?
Well, a top two finish doesn't get you through. There's only 12 teams qualify, and that's nine of the group winners, the two hosts, which is Slovenia and Hungary, and just one second place finish. That's between the 9 groups. So it's extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult to qualify. But obviously, 40 years in existence, we've never qualified. So we've never qualified at this level in the 40 years. So I think obviously we've got a very tough group: Italy, Sweden, Iceland. We're the 4th seeds, Armenia and Luxembourg. But I think, to be absolutely positive in our approach, take the first game against Luxembourg and try and be very positive and try and blood the players that we feel deserve an opportunity, and give themselves a chance to do well in the campaign.
Yeah, what would you say is a realistic target for this? Would it be a top two finish?
But I think, first of all, we've got to know, we can't rule anything out. Obviously, we're playing to win games. We don't have an inferiority complex. We'll certainly be trying to win all the games that we can. I'm only getting to grips with the players, getting to know them now. Been at various under 23 games in England over the last few weeks, and just getting a picture of who's available, and there's a sort of wider remit. There's the opportunity to go and play qualifiers, and try and build a team for the championships. But there's also the wider remit of players developing and getting an opportunity to try and become further full internationals in the future.
You mentioned, you touched on it there about how this, we've never qualified for. How much of a negative is that for you? Obviously, you prefer to have players there who have experience.
No, I don't see any negatives. I only see a situation where this is a great opportunity for all of the players ahead of the campaign. To play for Ireland is an absolutely huge honour, and even at under 21 level, huge honour. It's a big step up from some of them would have been involved in under 17 campaigns and under 19s, but the under 21 is a big step up from under 19s. For example, when you get to under 21s and you play Sweden, they invariably have a lot of players playing with Swedish Premier Division clubs, and likewise with the Italian teams, it's something similar. They will have players playing in the Serie A. So I think it's a big step up, and but it's one that you should look forward to it and enjoy the games ahead and the campaign, and so I'm quite excited by it, and we want to sort of get ready now, early, because there's we're the only team that has a game in March, so we've a chance to try and win a game and get an opportunity if we can't. We have Luxembourg, and we have to do our due diligence and study them and so forth. But we have a chance to put points on the board before anyone else can, and that's the decision that we've made to try and do that.
Yeah, I think it's 4 home games this year as well. I mean, how important will those games be in terms of getting points on the board?
I think it's a terrific year for all of the players in their development, because you've got 7 games this season plus the Toulon tournament, which is a minimum of 4 games. So it'll be sort of an unprecedented year in that regard, in that they'll, apart from even we've 11 scheduled games for those players this year. The Toulon tournament plus 7 qualifiers. So it's a brilliant opportunity for players to really come in and stake their claim.
And just finally for me, you spoke before about planning and going abroad and visiting teams, to learn more. Can you tell us who you have visited or who you plan to visit?
No, I've been taking in a lot of matches. Obviously, I've spoken to a couple of managers. Even this week it was great on the pro license, just to see obviously the Dutch, the Netherlands assistant manager and first team coach were there. It was great. It was great to meet them and to see how they work and so forth. And but I've obviously been talking to a few people, and met a few people. But my remit now is to try and get up to speed with the players at the moment, because at the moment there's very few players playing in any first team in England. Hardly anyone. There's Darragh O'Shea is on loan at Exeter at the moment from West Brom, and Canis Carroll has just gone on loan to Swindon last week or 2 weeks ago. So there's no one playing in anyone's first team in England at the moment. Obviously Michael Obafemi had a brief spell with Southampton, but that's it at the moment.
Stephen, you've obviously announced your backroom staff as well today. Can you talk us through your decision making there? Keith Andrews and Jim Crawford, assistant coaches, Darren Connor, coach. What were you looking for from those appointments?
Yeah, I'm delighted with the overall backroom team. Quite excited by it. Obviously, Keith Andrews and Jim Crawford, very dynamic people. Good positive people. Jim, I've known Jim a while, and he's obviously had great experience with international coaching, through the age groups, and been the manager in the 18 team in the last couple of years. And Keith has been obviously coaching as well with MK Dons, and also with the under 17 and 18 international teams, and someone that has an awful lot to offer. I feel both of them have a lot to offer them. We will need that throughout the campaign. Of course, minimum of 4 games in Toulon over 14 days, so you need 2 coaches with you in that, for that period for sure. And over the campaign we'll be busy. Dan Connor, by all accounts, did a very good job in the last campaign with as goalkeeping coach, and obviously he played in the league here with Drogheda and Waterford, and he's working well at Wigan at the moment. So Damien Doyle is someone that I met over the last couple of years, and he's recently moved back to Ireland, and I was aware of that, and he's worked for 18 years in England with good clubs, and he's very professional. Kevin Mulholland is from Knockbridge, just outside of Dundalk, and obviously I went to visit him recently in Southampton. He's Southampton's lead rehab physio there at the first team. Only 34 years of age, so very, very professional, dynamic group. Actually, Dr. Ronan Kearney's moved up as well from the under 18s, and Gary Seardy has come in as well. So I'm very happy with all of the staff.
It's obviously a very different situation, which we all know, building towards August 2020 and you taking over the senior job, and there'll probably be more interest in this under 21 team than there's ever been in an under 21 side. You've got, 11 matches between now and the end of the year. And a lot of people will be looking at results. They'll be wondering how you're getting on results based. Like, you speak about the wider remit of growing players. How do you get that balance in terms of public perception? Maybe you don't care about the public perception of how the next year goes, and that it is just something internal. Like, how do you get that between results and player development, and for people watching in understanding what's going on?
Yeah, it is a very intricate balance. I think We do want to produce players to become full internationals. That's the most important thing. I think that is the most important thing. There's no, you can't. But it's an opportunity to win matches in the under-21 campaign while doing so. And if you're playing well and producing good performances, it's an opportunity to put yourself really in the frame for the first team, and that's the objective.
Stephen, there's been criticism of the under-21 grade in the past that it's been too reliant on getting Irish eligible players born abroad into the system and perhaps timing progress from those who progress from 16 through to 19s. Is that something that you would agree with, and if so, is it something you're trying to change?
I think I'd make my own decisions, and that won't be my main objective. Getting players qualified is not one of my main objectives. My main objective is to pick the best players for the campaign, pick the players that I think have the best, most potential in the future, and try and nurture and develop them into a cohesive team that enjoys playing for Ireland, wants to play for Ireland more than anything, and can play to a high level.
So, do you feel, is it part of your remit, maybe not even remit, but part of your overall philosophy and the job that you want to take to it, that you should be promoting these guys to the League of Ireland?
I'll promote players that are Irish. I think that's the bottom line. I don't have preconceived prejudices on where I should have my. There's some players, for example, gone on loan to Holland now at the moment, and in Italy there's a player in Italy and in Germany. So we can view everything, and I don't have a directive. I don't have a determined plan. I think we'll pick the best Irish players and the players with the highest potential for the under 21 team, with the objective to be the best team we can, but also with the wider objective to produce players for the first team and for this to become senior internationals.
A couple of the names that came up at your unveiling press conference in November when it was were Adam Ida and Troy Parrott. Would you consider fast tracking them into the 21s? I know Troy, I think, is still on something.
It's something that we have to consider. Again, it's early to make statements who's going to be in the squad. Form over the next few weeks. I was at Spurs and Liverpool there 2 weeks ago with the under 23 match. Troy just come on for the last few minutes of that in Stevenage, the game there. So it's premature to suggest who we're going to pick now at this moment for the first squad in March. But there's no doubt they are players of high potential.
And just finally for me, I know at that unveiling you acknowledged that you had a bit of learning to do about the dynamics of international football compared to the week-to-week club game. When you were selecting Keith and Jim, given their experience of Irish underage groups in the past, was that something that you were consciously doing, that perhaps I can lean on their experience of international football, or was it just the dynamic?
It wasn't the main reason. It is an advantage that they've both been. They know the players. They know a lot of the players because they've been involved in the under 17 and 18 international groups. They know they've extensive knowledge of the players. But ultimately, I have my own judgment, and I think that's I back my own judgment. But certainly I brought them in because I believe in them as people, and I believe in their character and their talent as coaches. So that's why I've really appointed them.
On a few questions from TV, and if there's any more questions.
How do you get that back? You say about that, say Spurs, Liverpool under 23 game players like someone like Conor Masterson who's playing at underage level at one of the biggest clubs in the world. How do you balance that between the level they're at and the level the players in the League of Ireland are at, who are playing first team competitive football, as the guys who are still playing some form of underage, as to what level they're both at?
Yeah, it is. It is. That's the art of of picking the squad. That's certainly the. You're right. Some of the under-23 games in England are better than others. Some games are better than others. They're different types of games, and is the cut and trust of League Two, or League One, or the League of Ireland, are they better platforms for the players, where the outcomes of the games are hugely significant. That's a dilemma, and those decisions I'm going to have to make based on with my own eyes, what I see, and that's I'll enjoy that. I'll enjoy that.
Stephen, just a quick one. Can you see one of your coaching staff eventually taking over from you?
I really can't say. I don't know. As under 21 manager,
Yeah.
I'm not sure that wouldn't be my decision. I think I don't. I'm not even thinking in that way at the moment. I think we're just very focused on creating a good environment for the players, creating a really positive professional environment so the players can come in and really flourish, and look forward to coming in, and look forward to playing for Ireland.
So there's no suggestion so far that this team will move up with you in...
No, we're just focusing on the under-21 campaign for this.